Good morning, students. Once again, you are most welcome in our algebra class. In our last video, we started the operations on equal ratio. Before going ahead, just take a recall of that. Whenever we are talking about the equal ratio, what are that? So if we have the two ratios and the value of two ratios are equal, same. So that time we are saying that these two ratios are equal ratio. And whenever we are doing any of the activities on that is mathematical operations, what we did in the last video in very detail. So before going ahead, take a recall what we did, means which operations we did in the last video on the equal ratio. So let's see. Operations on equal ratio, whenever we are talking about this, so there is four things are very much important, that is A, B, C, D are positive integers. Now question arises, what are these four A, B, C, D? That are nothing, the terms of the two ratios A upon B is equal to C upon D. It means here we have the two ratios A upon B and C upon D, and these two ratios are equal, means the value of these two ratios are equal, so we can say these two are the equal ratio. Now which operations we have to take on these two ratios? First one is invertendo, second one is alternando, third one is componendo, fourth one is dividendo, and the last fifth one componendo and dividendo. Means total 5 operations we have to take on these equal ratios. Let's see what we have to do. In the first one, in invertendo, if we have A upon B is equal to C upon D, and these all four terms A, B and C are positive integers, so what change we can do directly by using the invertendo? That means we can reverse both the ratios, so it will become B upon A is equal to D upon C, means the denominator will become numerator and numerator will become denominator, and the same thing we have to do to both the side. That is the most important thing. If we are doing anything to left hand side, the same thing we have to do to the right hand side. The next one is given alternando. If we have A upon B is equal to C upon D, so what change we can do by using the alternando? So we can write A upon C is equal to B upon D, means you can say the denominator of the first will become the numerator of the second. Yes, this change we can do by using the alternando. Come for the next one, componendo. Whenever we are talking about the componendo, here if we have the same condition A upon B is equal to C upon D, so that time we should write A plus B upon B. Got it? We have to add the denominator to the numerator and the denominator as it is equal to, same change we have to do to the numerator on the right hand side, C plus D upon D. Yes? Come for the next one, that is dividendo. What we have to do in the dividendo? A upon B is equal to C upon D we already have. Now what we did in the componendo, we are doing the addition. So here we have to do just subtraction. A minus B upon B is equal to C minus D upon D. This way we have to do the dividendo. Now the last one, componendo and dividendo both, third and fourth we have to apply at once. So what should we have to do over there? Suppose if here A upon B is equal to C upon D, so at that time what we have to do, means here we are applying componendo and dividendo both. So A plus B upon A minus B is equal to C plus D upon C minus D, means here we have to apply componendo in the numerator and dividendo in the denominator, and these types we can use these different kinds of mathematical operations on the equal ratio. So we have to find out the answers of the given sums. So let's start practice set number 4.3. here we have the question number 1. If A upon B is equal to 7 upon 3, then find the value of the following ratios. Means here we have the 4 sub questions. By using this given information, A upon B is equal to 7 upon 3. We have to find out the value of these 4 given ratios. So let's see how we are going to find it. First, we have to write down the sum 5A plus 3B upon 5A minus 3B is equal to what? That we have to find it out. So, the meaning of saying if we have A upon B, let's write it. A upon B is equal to 7 upon 3. As I said, if we are doing any kind of the changes to the left hand side, that the same things we have to do to the right hand side. And the meaning to given this ratio A upon B is equal to 7 upon 3. And finding the value of 5A plus 3B upon 5A minus 3B is that we have to convert this A upon B in the form of this. Means we have to convert this given ratio in this form. And till that what we are getting to the right hand side, that will become the answer of our given ratio. Let's start. How we are going to do? The first important things, we are going to check that whether which number are multiplied with A and B. There is 5 is with A and 3 is with B. Means we need the 5A and 3B. So let's do the multiplication. A means the numerator, B means the denominator. So multiply numerator by 5 and denominator by 3. We have to multiply numerator and denominator by 5 and 3. So it will become A upon B, we already have A multiplied by 5 and B multiplied by 3. And what we are doing to the left hand side, same things we have to do to the right hand side. So 7 into 5 and 3 into 3. What we are getting? 5 into A, 5A upon 3 into B, 3B is equal to 7 5s are 35, 3 3s are 9. This we got. Now the next important thing is that now which operations are used over here of the equal ratio. So in the numerator we have the addition and in the denominator we have the subtraction, means componendo and dividendo. So let's apply the same by componendo and dividendo. By componendo and dividendo, we are going to do the application of that mathematical operations of equal ratio. So it will become 5A plus 3B upon 5A minus 3B. Means once we added the denominator to the numerator, once we subtracted the denominator to the numerator. So the same time, the same things we have to do in the right hand side. So 35 plus 9 upon 35 minus 9. Yes, we can do that. So what is the next step? That will become 5A plus 3B upon 5A minus 3B is equal to 35 plus 9. That will become 44. 35 minus 9, that will become 26. Yes. Now you can do the cancellation. We can do by 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4. So we are getting 5A plus 3B upon 5A minus 3B is equal to 22 upon 13. Just see and compare the sums. Here we have the 5A plus 3B upon 5A minus 3B. And the given ratio A upon B, we are converted in the same form like the question. And to doing the same thing, what we need to convert this A upon B in this form, we got the change in the right hand side. 7 upon 3 will become 22 upon 13, as because whatever we are doing to the left hand side, the same things we have to do to the right hand side also. So it will become our answer. Yes. So that will become our answer. We got the 22 upon 13. Now move for the next sum. The sum number 2, we have 2a square plus 3b square upon 2a square minus 3b square. Yes. Again is equal to, we need to find it out. And for that what we have a upon b is equal to 7 upon 3. Now we have to do the changes whatever we want in a upon b, and we have to make this a upon b like this, and the same time what we are getting to the right hand side, that will become the answer of the given ratio. So see, we have a and b, and in the question we have the square of a and b. So just do it. Squaring numerator and denominator. We have to do the square of both. So it will become a square upon b square is equal to square of 7, 49, square of 3, 9. We got that. Again back to the sum. After that we have the 2 with a and 3 with b. Means we have to multiply 2 to the numerator and 3 with the denominator. So multiply numerator by 2 and denominator by 3. We have to multiply numerator by 2 and denominator by 3. We already have a square upon b square. Numerator we have to multiply by 2 and denominator by 3. The same things we have to do to the right hand side. Numerator multiply by 2, denominator multiply by 3. So in the next line what will it become? A square into 2 will become 2a square upon 3b square is equal to 49 2s are, that is 98. 9 3s are 27. We are getting that 2a square upon 3b square is equal to 98 upon 27. Now again back to the questions. Here we have the addition, the numerator and denominator subtraction. The terms are like that what we have. So now use the componendo and dividendo. By componendo and dividendo, what we have to do? 2a square plus 3b square upon 2a square minus 3b square is equal to, we have to do the same thing on the right hand side. 98 plus 27, 98 minus 27. In the next line, 2a square plus 3b square upon 2a square minus 3b square is equal to 7 plus 8 15, 9 plus 2 11 plus 1 12, 125. 8 minus 7 1, 9 minus 2 7. So we are getting 71. That is the odd number, composite number, prime number. So if you have the prime number, so we cannot do the more cancellation. So it will become our answer. Means we converted that a upon b in the form of the question what they are asking. You can see here we have the 2a square plus 3b square upon 2a square minus 3b square, and this a upon b turns to the same like the question, and the same times we got 122 upon 71 at the right hand side. So this way, if we have the any of the given ratios, by using the mathematical operations on the equal ratio, we can find it out, turn to that given small ratio in the form of the question, in which form they are asked. At the same time, what we are getting on the right hand side, that will become our answer. We did the two sums. The remaining sum number 3 and sum number 4 is homework for you. Means these two sums you have to do by yourself. Here first do the cube, then here we have just minus in the numerator, means dividend you have to apply, and here like the first sum, first we have to multiply numerator by 7, denominator by 9, then use the component on dividend, and you should find it out the answer. Now question number 2, if 15a square plus 4b square upon 15a square minus 4b square is equal to 47, then find the value of the following ratio. It is little different by the first one. Not to worry, just see, the first one is given, we have to find out a upon b, and once we got a upon b, we can easily apply the a upon b like in the previous sum and find out the remaining 3 sums. So first the question is that how we have to find out a upon b. So let's see. To finding the a upon b, write what we have in the question. 15a square plus 4b square upon 15a square minus 4b square is equal to 47 upon 7. What operations applied over here? Plus minus means componendo and dividendo. Repeat that. Again we have to apply the componendo and dividendo. Whatever is there, repeat that. By using componendo and dividendo, what we are getting? See, 15a square plus 4b square in bracket plus 15a square minus 4b square. What we have in the denominator? In the numerator and in the denominator, 15a square plus 4b square minus 15a square minus 4b square, and on the right hand side 47 plus 7, 47 minus 7. In the next line, open the bracket. 15a square plus 4b square as it is. Here we have the plus, so this bracket also having their own sign, we are never going to change. 15a square minus 4b square in the denominator. First bracket same, 15a square plus 4b square. Here we have the minus, so this bracket will going to change their sign, means two terms we have in the bracket and both should change their sign. 15a square is plus, it will become minus 15a square, this minus will become plus 4b square is equal to 47 plus 7, that is 54. 47 minus 7, 40. Let's see. Here we have the plus 4b square minus 4b square will become cancel. Plus 15a square minus 15a square will become cancel. So what we have to remain? 15a square plus 15a square, that is 30a square upon 4b square 8b square is equal to 54 upon 40. Now can we write this like 30 upon 8 into a square upon b square is equal to 54 upon 40. Now take this 30 upon 8 to the next hand side. What will become? So it will become a square upon b square is equal to 54 upon 40, and multiply 8 was denominator will become the numerator and 30 was numerator will become the denominator. Now do the cancellation. 8 1s are 8, 8 5s are 40, 6 5s are 30, 6 9s are 54. What we are getting? A square upon b square is equal to 9 into 1, 5 into 5. That means 9 upon 25. Here we have the a square and b square. Just keep in your mind what you have to find it out. We want to find it out a upon b. So if we took the square root, so it will become a upon b is equal to square root of 9, 3, square root of 25, 5, and here we have to give the reason square root taken. Yes, so it will become our answer of the first sub question. Yes, now we got the a upon b is equal to 3 upon 5. Yes, see, now we can easily find out the sum number 2. So let's see. Sum number 2 is 7a minus 3b upon 7a plus 3b. For next all three sums we have to use this a upon b. But the question is that here we have the minus in the numerator and plus in the denominator. Just forget it. What we have over here? We have the numerator and denominator of ratio a upon b is equal to 3 upon 5. Yes, that is given. We want 7 with a and 3 with b. So multiply numerator by 7 and denominator by 3. It will become 7a upon 3b is equal to 3 upon 5. What we have to multiply? 7 upon 3. Yes, directly you should write over here like a upon b into 7 into 3. It will become 7a upon 3b is equal to 7 3s are 21, 5 3s are 15. The next plus minus is given, so we have to do the componendo and dividendo. By componendo and dividendo, what we have? 7a plus 3b upon 7a minus 3b is equal to 21 plus 15, 21 minus 15. What we are getting? 7a plus 3b upon 7a minus 3b is equal to 21 plus 15, that is 36, and here we are getting 6. So do the cancellation. 6 1 is 6, 6 6 is 36. So we are getting 7a plus 3b upon 7a minus 3b is equal to 6 upon 1. But if you see in the question, here we have the minus in the numerator and plus in the denominator. So now what we have to do? Here we have to use invertendo by using invertendo. Invertendo means what we have to do? Numerator will become the denominator, denominator will become the numerator. So it will become 7a minus 3b upon 7a plus 3b is equal to 1 upon 6. As because what change we are doing in the left hand side, the same thing we have to do on the right hand side also. So we are getting the answer 1 upon 6. Now we have the according to our question. So this way, if we have the any of the given ratios in the question number 2, the same thing, the same operation we have to apply in that, and we can easily find out the value of a upon b, the smallest ratio, and by using the value of a upon b, like the question number 1, we have to follow and find out the answer of the given ratios. So in the question number 1, you have the 2 homework, and here also with the remaining 2 sums, that is 3 and 4, you have to solve by your own. The same thing we have to apply. First check whether a and b square or cube is there, so do that. Then check whether which number are multiplied by numerator and denominator, means by a and b, multiply them, then apply what is applied over there in the questions ratio, componendo, dividendo, whatever. And in case if we have the denominator minus and numerator plus minus and denominator plus, so what we have to do, like in the second sum, use the invertendo and we will get the answers of the questions. In short, you should make the question the given ratio a upon b like the questions we have, and the same time what we are getting on the right hand side, that will become your answers. I hope you all will got that what we want to say. The question number 1 and question number 2. The remaining question number 3 and 4 and on we have to carry forward in the next video. Till that, thank you so much.